Life of Pi.summary, Part 3. Days passed, and there was no sign of a rescue ship. Pi was becoming desperate, but did not want to give up. He continued with the daily routine of fishing and making water supplies until both the tiger and he became weary. He was running out of water and food supplies he found on the lifeboat. It became clear that death was near. Poor hygiene led to blindness that completely disabled Pi in hunting. As they were floating on the boat, Pi suddenly heard a male voice asking if anyone was there. Pi honestly believed that he had gone mad, but decided to play along. The conversation turned to food, and they discussed their favorite dishes. However, when the voice said that he had killed 2 humans, Pi was sure that he was not mad, but rather talking to Richard Parker. However, when he noticed that the voice had a French accent, he was no longer convinced that he was talking to the tiger. He asked his fellow to join him on the boat so they could share their sorrow. But as soon as the man stepped on the boat, he declared that he came to eat Pi's liver. Before he managed to turn his words into action, the man was eaten by Richard Parker. Shaken by the death of the unknown man, Pi started crying until tears rinsed his eyes, regaining his sight. More days passed when Pi noticed green trees somewhere in the distance. Although he first believed that he was hallucinating as they got closer, he was sure that the island really existed. Seemingly, the island had everything he needed for survival: fresh water, shade, food. But something about the island did not feel right. During the night, hundreds of thousands of harmless meerkats would run into the highest branches of the trees, where they would remain until dawn. Determined to investigate, Pi observed the island during the night, noticing the ponds of fresh water boiling with dead fish during the night, which would mysteriously disappear in the morning. He believed that the island was actually a living organism and was ready to accommodate to its conditions, until he realized that fruit trees was not fruit at all, but human teeth wrapped in leaves. Terrified, Pi waited for Richard Parker to return to the boat and left the island. Soon, they washed ashore on a Mexican beach. As soon as he noticed the land, Richard Parker jumped out of the boat and ran into the jungle without even looking back at Pi. Pi was a bit sad for the tiger's reaction, hoping to close that chapter of their lives theatrically, with at least one final, meaningful look in the eyes and goodbyes. Anyway, Pi was discovered by locals, who provided him with food and clothes and took him to a hospital.